Hello, 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 party people. Okay, before I begin, here's the thing. Sorry, it's a little foggy here today. I need to put that on. Huge temperature change. Anyways, hey, I'm your host, Matt Morgan, and you are listening to the latest episode of Car Musings. And actually, just so you know, this episode's going to get bumped. And I'll tell you why. This is going to get bumped, and I'll explain it in a second, but this is going to get bumped. This is actually very new in relation to when it's been posted. Okay? So today's date, I believe, is what? October 8th. You'll have this up there probably tonight, actually. It's October 8th of 2025. And you're listening to Car Musings, and I am your host, Mad Morgan. And you know what? Skip the rest. If you don't know by now to go to themadmorgan.com, that's fine. That's fine. That's on you. Fair enough. But we're gonna make this episode a transition. So listen in. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. I'm actually gonna mark this as the point of change where all the episodes are going 3 days a week. Okay? I'm gonna bump everything that's in queue because I have episodes going way into November. I'm going to bump all those. We're going to have 3 episodes per week moving forward. There's just too much to get out there. It's too much to say. Now, marking today. So, I'm not sure of the dates. Maybe it'll be a Wednesday. I don't know. I usually do Mondays and I usually do Thursdays. So, I think what I'm going to do, and mark this in your calendar, I think now we're going to do Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays. Trifecta, let's call it that moving forward, because I believe it was just Mondays and Thursdays before. Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, so you're no longer going to have your Thursdays. Sorry about that. But I'm giving you an extra episode per week. So, hey, today, our episode, we are talking about time to just make that tough change. That's it. Time to make that tough change, make the tough decisions, and new things moving forward. And I'll tell you why this is what I've decided to do. Because I've always, in my life, here's the thing. If you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. And that's a famous saying, and one refers or another, but I think it's Steven Tyler that actually hit it home for me when he put those in one of his songs. And the thing is that it's true. If you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. And it's when I've changed things in my life that things got for the better. It's always been the way it's been, right? If I change things, life gets better. And I think it's just time to change things. So I decided to go out with the old, in with the new, with a few surprises. And that's the interesting thing. I've had a few surprises. So I'm cleaning up my paperwork. I'm cleaning up the files on my computer. I'm going through all my contacts, going through what I've been through. And I think what inspired this is I had somebody from my past that I thought I'd never would be in contact with again, popped up out of the blue and said, hey, let's meet and I want to talk to you. And I'm like, really? You're the last person in the world I thought I would hear from, but I think that's awesome. That's awesome. So this person popped out of nowhere, reached out to me, said, hey, haven't talked in forever. Would like to sit down and talk to you. I met with them on Monday, and it just got me thinking. There might be opportunities left in your life in your past. I'm not saying go backwards, especially if you have something solid, but there's been opportunities probably in your past that you could always relook at. Maybe missed opportunities. Maybe you did make a reflection on somebody. Maybe you did make an impact on somebody. And that's one thing that I always try to inspire with each one of our episodes, each one of our podcasts. The thing is that I'm hoping that I can touch one person, make a difference in somebody's life in one way or another. Whether or not you get recognition for it or not, that's a different thing. Okay? Now, I'm not perfect. They're like, oh, Mad Morgan, what do you mean you're not perfect? Well, I'm not perfect. I ain't gonna lie, I'm not perfect. Okay? But I try. I try my damnedest. So, just to tell you a few things here. So somebody popped up in my past. I met with them. Everything's looking good. So I decided to clean up my past, all my paperwork and blah, 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 all the crap from over the years that I left unsettled. Tie up some knots, get some closure, everything else. So I'm going through all my contacts on my Skype. And I was like, you know what? These fuckers haven't got back to me. They haven't responded. I've sent them messages. They know what's going on. They hear it from the grapevine. And these fuckers aren't getting back to me. I've tapped them. I've poked them. I'm like, hey, how's it going? What's new? Are you still looking at this thing? Do you still do anything with this thing? No responses. Just crickets across the board. So you know what? I'm like, I got like 40, 50 names on this thing. I'm just going to, I'm going to get some self-closure. And I'm just going to say what I want to say and just be done with it. So I did. I pretty much just started telling people what I thought of them because I'm like, fuck it, it's not going anywhere. That's what I thought. I was like, it's not going anywhere. I just figured I was going to tell people what I think of them in messages to them because it's just going to go to dead air. And I was still my classy self to a degree, but some people just really got underneath my skin. So, I as calm as I could be without just cursing them up and down, I basically said how I felt about them in a very conservative way. And I'm thinking, all right, it's done. I deleted the chat and I hid the chat or whatever I could do to get rid of this. Just, close those chapters. Some people I didn't do. I just held back. I'm like, all right, maybe not. So, just a few people I decided that I was going to basically say my piece to get the closure and then go from there. Anyways, okay, that's fair enough. Well, wouldn't you know it? Some of these people actually were there. And actually got these messages. And I'm like, holy shit. Because a bunch of you fuckers are ignoring me. But one person actually got, and he was like, getting all proper. He's like, I don't need to deal with your negativity and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, oh, fuck off, buddy. Fuck off. Now, this is one individual in my life that I put on a pedestal. I admired this person. I thought they were great. I thought I had a good vibe on this person. I really did. And I misread this person like so fucking bad. So fucking bad. I thought there was a relationship there. I thought there was a friendship there. And this fucking person just disappointed me. They left the company. Silence. Fucking crickets. Actually, he had the audacity to make the statement to me of, oh, well, we'll see what happens, when I'm no longer working here. Pretty much, underlining the fact that, fuck you, buddy, I'm leaving, I'm gone. I don't have to do it with you guys anymore. And he showed that in his actions. Like, don't give me fucking lip service, dude. Actions speak louder than words. You didn't make one fucking effort over the years to get in touch with me, to keep in touch with me, or even say hello, even to check in. So, you know what you can do? You can just fuck right off, dude. You are not this innocent person that you make yourself out to be. You are not this perfect person that everybody has this idea that you are. You're like everybody's buddy because you're so awesome. You're not. You like to fucking, what's gaslighting? That's it. You like to gaslight people. You like to convince them. It's funny because even somebody else in my past was straight up honest with me on how they actually were beyond the facade of the professional workplace. And I appreciate people being blunt and honest with me, but this fucker had the audacity to be like, oh yeah, oh, no. I cannot believe your toxicity and negativity, and I don't have to deal with this harassment. Buddy, you fucking know what you did. All right? You fucking know what you did. Don't give this whole fucking... I see right beyond your bullshit. Okay? Anyways. I wasn't too happy with this guy. I didn't hate him. It's not like I had any ill will towards him or about him. It's just it kind of sucked because I really thought the world of this person, and they fucking bailed on the company. Zero contact, zero checking in, zero anything. So yeah, I said my piece for closure, and I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna say my piece for closure. I'm gonna get that done, and I'm just gonna like call it a day. That's it. That's all. That's what I did. And hang on for a second here. Hang on. Sorry about that. I had a phone call. Important not to take it. Anyways, I'm back. So, anyways, my point is this: settle things up. Tell people how you feel. If they hurt you, they hurt you. Tell them. If you feel a certain way for them and you haven't told them, tell them. Just tell people how it is. Don't worry about anything else, because if something that you feel you need for closure or something you feel you need to get off your chest, never have the regret for not saying it. I mean, I was kind of taken aback. I wasn't expecting somebody to be on the other line of that chat. I was just looking to wrap things up. I was like, I'm going to wrap it up, get my closure, makes me okay, makes me good, fine. Fuck everybody else, because not like this is going to change anything. This person didn't do anything for me before. What is trying to make stuff up now and fucking bury the hatchet now going to make a difference? I called him an asshole because he was being an asshole, right? And that's, oh, don't give me this whole fucking bullshit thing about respect and everything else. And I've always respected you and no. If you fucking respected me, buddy, over 5 years you would have reached out, and you fucking didn't. Fuck you. Actions speak louder than words. Fix yourself. That's all I'm going to say. Anyways, there's a time for change. I'm hoping for change in the right direction. I'm trying to learn this fucking game that everybody seems to play. There's a game that people play where everybody seems to coexist in a really bullshit way. I don't understand it. I'm still trying to understand it. I'm trying my best not to be so opinionated, and I'm trying my. I guess I have a difficulty with being fake, and that's what it seems like I gotta do, is be fake. I cannot be fake. It's very difficult for me to be fake. That's the problem. All these fuckers are fake. This guy bailed from the company, took off, got fucking booted from that company, and the company that he left that we were working at together, they're fucking taking him back. The only thing I could think of is because he left and he wasn't booted. I'm just like, fuck it. You know what? That company's going down. Mark my words. I'm going to fucking put all the energy I can to fucking bring that company down for other reasons, other than, the assholes that work there, also because of my own, shit that I went through. But time for change, people. Time for change. Yeah, so I figured I'm doing all this other change. I'm going to do more change. I'm going to change my podcast times, everything else. It's important to make the changes, and hopefully, based on my own experiences, hopefully that trend continues. That the change train just keeps on rolling in the right direction, and everything's good. I have a feeling things are going to get better. I do my best to keep my shit together and keep my head on straight. It's difficult for a lot of people these days. Money's tight, economy's tight, jobs are hard to find, people are getting laid off, the world seems to be going to shit. But don't give up, my friends. Don't give up. Change little things. Change little things, and believe it or not, it's that fork in the road that changes the direction that your life goes in. It does, but try to do self-improvement as well. Try to do self-improvement to change yourself for the better, and that should put things in alignment the way they should be. I'm not going to apologize for calling somebody else out on their bullshit. I'm not going to apologize for that. People should know what they did wrong, and no matter how much they try to gaslight you and sweet talk you like this fucker did, don't let them. Don't let them. See beyond their bullshit. As much as they come across as sincere and innocent, no. Pull back that curtain and actually look at them. Like, forget about the smoothing over. Seriously look at them in a really better capacity, and, like, beyond the bullshit, and you'd be surprised what you actually see. I mean, it's incredible. It's a fucking incredible. And whatever you do, don't put somebody on a pedestal. Don't think so highly of somebody because, you know, because of whatever reasons you make up in your head. Don't do that. Don't put somebody so high up there that their shit don't stink. Don't put somebody so high up there that, they can't do anything wrong. Don't do that because you'll be disappointed time and time again. You really will. I'm trying not to be that bitter old man, but you know what? Life's thrown me some shit. I'm gonna be a little different, a little harder moving forward. I am. This is the reason why I steered clear of people in the past, and I don't know. I just want to steer clear of people more moving forward. But it's difficult because you can't. You have to do something that's going to help change things. And if you don't promote change, if you don't work towards change, nothing's going to change. So as much as it'd be nice to just be a hermit, submit, and just, hide your head and just, do all that stuff like that, to be in your comfy little, cocoon or comfy little padding, you can't do that because you have to be the voice of change. You have to be the one that actually makes a difference in the world. You have to be the one that changes things for the positive, makes things for the better, because nobody else is going to do it. All these other people are set in their ways. They're set in the game. They're set in their bullshit. They're set in the fucking manipulation and gaslighting and all this other bullshit that they do because if for some reason this what gives them contentment at the end of the day. And they got to be shown by those people that are empathetic and caring and kind and considerate towards everybody else that that's not the way to do it. Don't fuck us over. Don't fuck over the caring people. Don't do that. Because there's a bunch of us that are caring, and if the caring people aren't around anymore, what's left? That's the thing. What's left? I mean, the world is going to go difficult. It's going to go hard. It's going to go like completely stone cold, and you don't need that. You got to have us empathetic people. You got to have us people that care. You got to have those people like us that actually wear their hearts on their sleeve and basically try to be there for people. Quit fucking us over. Quit looking at us as being super sensitive and blah 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 blah. We are sensitive and we are kind and we are considerate, but don't look at it as weakness. Look at it as us as a necessity. You really should do that. Because the thing is that's what we are. We are a necessity. So, bottom line is, at the end of the day, be the best person you can be. Try to promote change when you can. And influence change. And change the things that you need to in your life to be a better person for yourself. And eventually everything else will fall into place. And that's what I'm doing. Yeah, I went down through my contact list and I reached out to everybody that was on that motherfucker. And I basically, sent messages to a few handful of people to basically get closure. And I don't regret it. Will it come and haunt me? It might come and haunt me. But I'll roll with those punches because you got to say it, you got to own it, and you just got to move forward. And that's all you can do. I can't help this guy for how he feels about what I said. He probably just put his walls up and said, fuck it. He's one of those people that just submerges in his own little reality. And that's fine. I feel better I got the closure. And then I followed it up with a few other pieces when I knew that he replied. I wanted to give a little more detail. Most likely what he did, he probably blocked me. Probably put me on ignore. Probably just brushed me under the carpet because that's the easy solution that he's always done. He wants to live in his little reality? That's fine. Live in your reality. I've already put those words out there. I've already spoken them to the universe. I've said my piece. I've got my closure and then some. So you know what? Fuck it. You blocked me. You just think I'm a bitter, vile, whatever adjectives you want to use. That's fine. I'll let you have it. That's your deal. Makes you feel good at the end of the day. That's fine. At the end of the day, though, what I know about myself is that I have a heart, I have integrity, and I have honor. And that makes me rest easy at the end of the day. Because the thing is that, hey, that's pretty awesome if you think about it. I'd rather have that than live into this imaginary world of, how the world is. And that's what a lot of people do. They live in this imaginary world of how things are and how they feel they are. I don't know why, but they do. So you know what? PC, you fucker. I loved you as a friend. I thought you were a great person. But you know what? You got that message, and a few others did too. It's not that I hate you. It's just I'm very disappointed in you. I thought you were a better person. I thought you were a different person. And I don't care what you think of me at this point. I'm not going to make a difference. But if we cross paths professionally, I just want people to remember, if we don't merge personally, don't put that into the professional world. Because when I get my shit back together again, I don't want that fucking flack. Because I haven't had easy street. Because I've always I went against the grain and I wasn't playing the game. All these other fuckers are playing the game. And it's really made my life a little difficult. But you know what? It is what it is. You just have to roll with the punches, go with what you can, and go from there. Jesus. Fucking drivers. Anyways. I think at the end of the day, I just want people to know that you can make a difference. Don't let people write how your life is going to go. Don't let people tell you how you should feel. Don't let people speak for your voice. Anyways, I hope I've compartmentalized all that. I'm going to wrap this up. This episode's going up tonight, hopefully. Latest tomorrow. The shift is going to happen starting next week. I don't want to screw people up over tomorrow's episode. Actually, maybe I should just make this tomorrow's episode. Yeah, I'm going to make this tomorrow's episode. So this would be Thursdays because it is Wednesday night. This would be Thursday's episode for tomorrow. So when you hear this, it's going to be Thursdays. And the shift is going to start coming next week. So next week is going to be Monday, Wednesday, Friday moving forward. I don't want to screw people up, so let's just do that. Tomorrow being Thursday, I believe it's 8th or 9th or something like that. I'm going to do that, make it that episode, and then the shift will come next week. And there we go. That's it. I'm your host, Matt Morgan. Thanks for listening to this episode of Car Musings. Please keep your integrity in check. Check out themadmorgan.com. More information and all that fun stuff. And, we have research documents and information documents and posts up there with helpful information. We have helplines information. If you're going through any sort of struggles, whether or not you're going through addictions or anything else, and what the hell, you friggin' idiot. All that stuff. Check it out, themadmorgan.com. Anyways, wrapping up. Thanks for tuning in. This has been another episode of Car Musings, and I will see you next episode. Bye for now. Take care until then.